Now this is where the next stage, the full review, will come in, where we could do more of a financial and analytical review. You could check the number of rent payments, the number of telephone, you could compare your travel overseas to, in the country, your entertainment. All can't really do too much yet until we get the full review, but it does give you a picture of where you are this year to last year. The wages, you can make sure they reconcile. So anything that has a work paper will reference it here. Depreciation, it checks that to checks the number of months that have been posted, and it also checks that it ties into the P&L. Does a check against the tax expense to the note, so you can quickly see that they all verify. Does a check against the tax expense to the note. The movement in equity, it does the same check. It checks the depreciation schedule, but because there was no new assets, it's really just checking the depreciation on the new assets, that they match the IRD. And then the other good thing is the notes, and that's where a lot of the preparers or the drafters get stuck, and so they don't really understand the notes. So it's pretty comprehensive, checking the notes against last year and also any risk indicators. So it goes through each of the notes and makes sure that they're all in there, and if they're not, it highlights them. And then it does a summary of the variances. So that one there is about the plant and equipment. So it just shows that was down, so that reinforces what I said above. All it's doing is checking that ICA count matches what's in the work paper. To do an ICA reconciliation would be really, really hard. In this one here, the spot checks per page, that's really just checking spelling, typos, consistency from this year, last year, if you've got the year wrong, things. And then it's checking the work papers as well, just to make sure that they all map and tie in. So that's the report. At the moment we can do these reports for companies, sole traders and partnerships. It's pretty detailed. It can only get better because that's the thing, it's AI, so it's always improving.
Not the be and end all. It's not intended to do a full review. We just want to make it easier and make things more accurate. So as a result of this, you're still going to have to do a manager review, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be a lot faster. Still going to have your professional judgment, that doesn't change, and you're still going to have a sign-off responsibility.
The big things to note are, one, that we're ISO 27001, so we need to adhere to certain standards around security and client information. So we've made Google Cloud. So it's, there's AWS is the main one, but Google Cloud is probably the next biggest. And so it's a big platform. That the information's going to be safe, and so everything is tested. And then we're regularly doing penetration tests, security testing. So, and plus in the UK with GDPR. So so security is the big thing, especially when you're dealing with client information.
As a result, what are we going to get? Reduced manual review effort, and again, consistency, but the use of your senior time and faster turnaround.